are, we made it. The searchers are here in historic Milford, Pennsylvania, nestled within the Delaware Valley. At one time, this used to be the summer getaway for the New York City elite, and back in the silent film era, stars like Lillian Gish made movies here. Couldn't be a more beautiful place, but I'll tell you what, we're here for the darker side. Here we are standing at the former gravesite of Tom Quick, a name that used to instill fear in this frontier town. Now, Tom Quick was the son of a Dutch immigrant to this area. Raised in the white culture, the Native American culture, he actually picked up the nickname White Indian because of his experience with hunting, trapping in the Native American language. The French and Indian War was a time when those peaceful days were over. Influenced by the French, the Lenni Lenape wanted to stop and were afraid of their lost hunting grounds, and it became open season upon the whites. Folklore has it that Tom Quick Sr. and Tom Jr.'s brother-in-law were out collecting wood. They crossed a frozen Delaware River, where they were ambushed by a small group of Native Americans. They opened fire. Tom Quick Sr. is mortally wounded. Tom Quick Jr. and his brother-in-law, seeing his father in a state and situation that he is in, continue to drag him to safety. Unfortunately, his father begs his son, leave, save yourself. Once under the cover of safety, Tom Quick Jr. watches a horrific event. He actually watches his own father being scalped by the Native Americans. Something happened that day. Something awoke in his heart. Some say it was the devil. From that day on, Tom Quick Jr. places open season on the Native American population in the surrounding area. For the next 40 years, the Native Americans lived in fear because of the vendetta Tom Quick placed on their necks. Over the next 40 years, 99 Native Americans, according to folklore, will lose their lives. On his deathbed, dying of smallpox, Thomas Quick is surrounded by friends. He begs them to bring in one more elderly Native American so that he could make it 100. Now, we don't know whether it was all the blood spilled in this area, the injustices brought upon the Native American population, whether it's the energy brought by this water source here. But what we do know is that TLC Salon has a very interesting history with claims of voices, spirit activity. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. Only night knows what she has in store for us. So let's get set up. Here we are.
So after hearing all the claims to the house, we wanted to have a thorough investigation. So we wanted to get cameras set up on all the floors. So we have a camera set up down here covering 2 rooms. We have a camera upstairs on the 2nd floor covering 2 rooms, and then we also have 1 camera up in the attic covering the whole attic. Okay, we're going to put a digital voice recorder in this room here because there are claims of children laughing, so we're going to be covering this floor area here and then also the attic.
Alright guys, let's go dark.
Once all the equipment was set up, everyone left the house and began discussing the plan for the night's investigation. At this exact moment, when no one was in the home, the digital voice recorder Jake had just placed in a room on the 2nd floor picked up this startling EVP.
All right, we know that this area was settled, I believe, by the Lenape Indian Nation. We know a lot of injustice was brought against your tribe. You were here first, and the whites move in. Was this a motive for the murder, which occurred in this area?
Did it upset you when the white settlers came to this area?
Have you ever heard of Tom Quick? Give us a sign if you are familiar with the name of Mr. Thomas Quick. A knock.
Walk up to the green light. That will let us know that you're in here.
Holy
Was that you?
Ooh, it just got different in here.
Hold on,
I just-
why don't we just, Jason, why don't you shut that light off there?
I just had I got goosebumps big time running down my back.
Why don't you try to take a temperature right there, or see if there's a cold spot, or
It did just get colder in here.
see
Wow.
if you can get a reading right there?
Wow, I got goosebumps big time.
Was that you trying to make contact with us? If so, do that again, please.
You didn't get that, did you?
No.
It's alright.
Try to light up those green lights again.
As we try to debunk the spike in our K2 meter, Jake continues to perform an EVP session. At one point he asks any entities in the room to walk towards the green light on the K2. A few seconds later the digital voice recorder picks up and Jake hears with his own ears what sounds like footsteps walking above us.
If you were in fact the spirit that was killed by the Native Americans, please walk up to the green light. It's not like a breeze cold.
No,
it's
it's
like a
just-
steady.
It's steady.
Is
yep.
there
Like
there
you're
a
enveloped.
draft coming in from behind you through
Alright,
the door?
there I'm spiking 0.910 and it's climbing.
The unknown door behind you,
1.1
Brian.
and
Does
right
it have
behind
drafts coming in at all? Check all the way around it.
Is that light coming from over there or is that your light?
I feel breeze, but I don't think it's enough to...
1.4. 1.
Guys, is there something up above us? At all? Check all the way around it.
Is that light coming from over there or is that your light?
At all? Check all the way around it.
Is that light coming from over there or is that your light?
At all? Check all the way around it.
Is that light coming from over there or is that your light?
I have an idea.
Unless we
Just, what time,
elevate it.
no. What time did that happen?
Did you get a text?
Maybe.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter, because it's still going, the cold thing is still...
Yeah, that
You know,
that, I
here,
felt
I'll tell them to
send
text
me
you.
a text, yeah.
Hey, we're gonna try something. Can one of you send Brian a text real quick? Put it down close to the thing.
I was standing up here, though.
yeah, he was there.
Oh, you were standing? I
Yeah,
thought you were kneeling.
no, I was standing.
Mike Helmet, sir. You're supposed to have your phone off.
Yeah,
I
know.
forgot about it.
You forgot.
I bet you that's what it was.
It might have been. I'll be pissed if that's it.
When were we down here? I got it at 10:23 from Sean.
What time is it right now?
It's 10:31. Did it move?
Oh, there it goes.
Ah, that's it. Shit.
But that still doesn't explain the cold.
I think that was just us.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
We gotta throw that out because it happened again with it. You got in one, so we can't count that.
Alright, we just finished the first walkthrough with myself, Jake and Jason. I'm now going to go in with my brothers, Michael and Christopher. Obviously, I know what happened on the first walkthrough. I'm going to be completely silent about anything that happened during the walkthrough with the Davis brothers, and we're just going to see what goes on during this walkthrough. What the frick was that? It sounded like... It sounded like a leaf, like dancing on the floor.
Oh, like a...
Yeah, like a... Why don't we sit in here? Just for a second.
Put the BVR right here.
Okay, just put the K2 on the table. Maybe it was just a leaf. It could, that's kind of what it sounded like.
Sit down. No, get up. Sit down.
It sounded like when you leaned back.
On the wicket.
Yeah.
Did somebody sit in one of these seats? If someone is here, can you walk toward that green light on the magazine there?
That could have been it. What was that?
Is Chris over there?
Yeah. Oh, he's in that room. It sounded like he can't come
Could
behind.
be the wind hitting the...
Maybe. Alright, I guess we'll...
Because I heard it right there.
Yeah, I guess it was
It
that.
sounded like the wind hitting the...
Alright.
As I leave the house to retrieve a fully charged battery, Mike and Chris continue to perform an EVP session in the living room. At one point, Mike asks any spirits present if the TLC salon is their house. Immediately after Mike asks this question, the digital voice recorder captured a very eerie response.
Was this your house? Is this still your house?
Can I help you?
tell me you heard that?
Yeah. I honestly thought it came from outside. Is anybody downstairs? Jason or Jake? Did any of you guys yawn very loudly like 5 minutes ago?
No.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
I think you might have done without knowing you did it.
Maybe, yeah.
This is your last chance with me. Touch the green light.
Don't get angry. I think we'll try a more adversarial approach in a minute.
Get angry though. I'm wasting my time.
While Mike, Chris, and myself performed an EVP session in the attic, the digital voice recorder on the second floor picked up this strange EVP. Is it the spirit of a young child reaching out to Christopher, the youngest member of the group?
This is your last chance with me. Touch the green light.
Call Jason, man. Jason, you ready to call this?
Let's call it.
Alright, let's go lights on, alright?
10-4.
Just went through the reveal, exciting, and the clients couldn't be happier. Brian and I went down to the basement to really take a look at the EVP footsteps, which to me were a bit eerie, and checking a door down there, looking for a temperature drop, which we felt, and Brian and I were both caught off guard and felt, the whole night during the experience, it felt as if we were being teased by something. And once again, we're down there checking a situation, and we feel a knock right in our face. No explanation for it. It was almost as if we were being teased once more. What can I say? It's been a great investigation. I want to thank Maureen, I want to thank Amy, I want to thank Jim Bridge for getting us here on location, and we look forward to future investigations, possibly here in Milford or the entire in the area. So, all right.